our communities. Make a difference. Today, your host, yours truly, Lisa Kemp from Kemp's Youth and Family, and Danielle Bray from Everlasting Vessels, Inc. Today, our focus is on the church and the community and how it impacts those families that have been affected by the furlough. Danielle?
Well, we know in Malachi 3, it talks about bringing all tithes into the storehouse. Well, what happens when we bring all tithes in the storehouse and our churches or our ministries are not able to support our communities? Well, that leads today two people that I'd like to bring to highlight this week that I've been following and trending. First, Dr. Jamal Bryant. He was able to help his members by giving back funds to them to help suffice during this time period where they were furloughed and were not getting a paycheck. Then we had Bishop Henry Fernandez out of Florida, which he was giving back his members $3,700 to help suffice during this time period.
And there are other communities as well as restaurants and banks are actually on board and helping the community, those persons that have been affected by the furlough. So we'll have to ask, because we do know the church has a reputation, and it's not always the best when it turns to paying it forward to their members. They believe in paying tithes, but there aren't many churches that can truly say that they've made a great impact in the community. So, and I'm not accusing Dr. Jamal Bryant of being that, but you have to wonder, is he using this opportunity to bring attention or focus to his church and hope with the hopes to draw more members, or does he truly care about what's going on in the community? Other than the furlough, is there anything that he has done or any projects or programs that's been effective in helping the community?
Oh, that's a good question. I definitely say I have been following his ministry for a while now and watching the trends that he does. It's constantly of situations it seems that he is out building communities while it's out educating individuals about financial services and tying in those bridges, whether it's out teaching them about housing or whether it's out him being out in the community just feeding the homeless and building up those bridges. So I have seen a trend. I will say, I think he moved here from Maryland, and he's been down here for about a month and a half, and you can see already the work that he's putting into place. It's almost like he's hit the ground and he's went running.
Well, that's great. It's very important that the church pay it forward, and not just the church. It's great to see that other businesses are involved as well, and that's not unusual. And you're right. If you're paying tithes, it's good to see that that Jamal, and I hope that more I hope that more churches get on board and follow suit and help the people in their members, not just a furlough, because people are hurting. This is a trying time, and there are other ways that the church can impact, and they should be the leader. They should be the the example of God and His love and taking care of the people in the community.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Now you spoke about Malachi. How does that tie in with the furlough?
Definitely, when we look at Malachi and that scripture, what that means to me is, okay, we have these money and we're giving it back into our ministries. And it's like, okay, well, what happens? We're giving all this money back into our ministries, but say I was the one that was in that furlough and I had lost my job and the church that I've been sowing into has not been able to support me. Then what do we do? But I've been sowing this money according to what Malachi is telling me to do, bring all my tithes into the storehouse. Okay. But if I'm doing that and my church is not able to support, it's almost like, what's happening here? And we need to figure out how do we bridge that gap.
And that is important because, so often we see little jokes going around social media. One that comes to mind, it's like the pastor and is talking to a member of the church. And the church, the member said to the pastor, "So pastor, how is it when I need something, you tell me to go to God, but when you need something, you come to me to tithe?" Mm-hmm. So this is refreshing to see that the church is actually giving back.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm happy that we're having that trend take off.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and so the furlough has been postponed for 3 weeks now. What's your thought?
That's a good question. You know, it makes you start to wonder, is it just a distraction while we have everything going on? What is it with Roger Stone?
It is.
So you all let us know what you all think right now. If whoever is the first to respond, we can say the first five,
The
right?
first 5 people.
The first 5 to respond, you will get 25% off of your Mary Kay purchase. And you can reach us at Texas with that information at 770-314-3076.
Would you repeat that number again?
Sure will. You can text us at 770-314-3076 with your response.
And thank you for joining us. That brings us to the end of our segment. And welcome again. We hope to hear from you. So until then, Sila from Communities, make a difference.